coinage was running low, so we played paper, rock, scissors to decide who would queue to get some change at the coin desk, as today was very busy, and you could hear the sound of money in the air as coins fell into the bottom of the machines every few seconds or so. With each drop, you could hear accompanying pings of awarded games credits and the smacking clacks of enthusiastic players hitting their respective start or play buttons. The dream would be to own an arcade of your own, like Flynn's arcades from that movie Tron. With all the best arcade games, you could rake in the money from eager video gamers and then close up at the end of the day and take on the high scores at night. Then empty all the coins onto the floor and swim in money. Okay, maybe the last part is a tad unrealistic. The next video game I played was the original Scramble, and oh, how much fun it was too. The arcade was a lot tougher than my ZX Spectrum clone, Penetrator, and I saw Game Over appear at least 3 times before I managed to get beyond the 4th stage of level 1 and reach a personal best of 19,240. I then played the cool mono green screen vector game called Battle Zone. The control panel looked like the inside of a real tank, and that meant other kids were always dying to play it. I caught my chance when I saw a kid lose his last life and run off to get more coins from their parent. I quickly jumped on before any other loungers spotted the free machine, as they took their eye off the ball and patrolled for another suitable free machine to nab. The periscope fixed to the front of the machine was an excellent touch, and was a perfect fit around the top of your head once you stood firmly on the step, for shorter kids. It added a lot of immersion to an already great game. With my eyes in the periscope, I couldn't make anything out in my peripheral vision, but I suddenly got a pungent whiff of vinegar. "What's your high score, Billy?" said Mark. "Did you get chips?" I said. "Yeah, I did. How did you know?" "Give us one, I'm starving." "Here." I reached with one hand to the side, searching for the greasy paper bag of vinegariness held outstretched by Mark, never moving my head, and using one hand to share over both joystick controllers. Once I had 3 or so chips stuffed into my mouth, I took a slug of my Fanta and proceeded to play using both joysticks. What more could I ask for? Battlezone was fabulous, with its impressive periscope and glowing vector screen graphics. Mark mentioned that someone at our school has the game called 3D Combat Zone, which is a great clone of Battlezone. Mark and I each played it multiple times before moving on. A strong scent of cigarettes and body odour floated by when an older teenager strode past blowing smoke at the back of my head. As I turned to wince disgustedly, now in a cloud of smoke, I noticed a large glowing machine in the background, beckoning me from the other side of the arcade. "It's not, is it?" I thought. I ran over to the glowing machine and stopped 10 paces short. There in front of me was a brand new sit-down cabinet of Star Wars, the arcade game. It was a stunning machine and another work of art by those gods from the planet Atari. It was practically brand new. We got our coins ready to reserve our place on the queue. There was a bit of skipping by some of the bigger lads, but that's to be expected. A few other regular-sized kids were waiting their turn, but with the 5 of us there, many other kids weren't bothering to queue. They wanted to come back when the queue died down.